Alrighty, guys, what's cracking? Let me let some more people join in real quick, and we will get this started. I just got here in the garage, and we do have a lot of stuff to talk about. Let me just write it down so I do not forget. But with that being said, welcome, guys. It's Micro Mondays. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We sure did. Shout out what you guys did this past weekend. And we got a whole bunch of stuff to cover, mention. There's been a whole bunch of stuff coming out lately. Crazy. Alright, I'm about ready. Yo, Sue Beast in the house. Rob's RCG. His state. What's good, brother? Mark H. PNC. Got some crawling in this weekend. Stony XJ. What up, brother? How you been? Power Slide 25. Yo, yo. Fabworks in the house. Sheesh. What's good, guys? Stan and Yasso. My brothers, and Micro RCOG. What is good, guys? From the looks of this past weekend's posts or stories on Instagram and a few on Facebook that I've seen, looks like you guys had a blast everywhere in the US and the world you guys were at. Super cool to see everybody kind of meeting up together, and it's always double the fun when you get to crawl with your friend, especially with your homies that you've met here on Instagram or social media, whatever. But like my brother from another mother, Mark, what's good, bro?
Yo.
Yo.
How's
How was your weekend, homie? Happy Micro Mondays to you.
Man, there's a hot one here.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, Honda today.
Damn. Well, hopefully it cools off, or maybe it's just time now. Summer finally starts.
And it'll be like 97 tomorrow.
Damn. Well, let's see.
We got plenty of crawling in winter time. Let's do some early mornings on the weekends and some after work indoor or something.
There you go. I know a bunch of people on the East Coast, they got a sick RC indoor crawler place. Key City Hobbies. You guys live around that area. Forgot exactly where they're from. But Key City Hobbies, they have the largest indoor rock crawling course. So that's pretty sick to be able to, get some crawling indoors when it's either super cold or super hot. But speaking of on the other side, on the East Coast, I've seen my guys over there comping their 24s at the J Team's RC new facility, the outdoor facility. And let me tell you, did you see any videos or clips from that?
No, I didn't even know about that.
Dude, I guess J Teams has been working super hard with his buddies. I forgot, exactly what the facility is or his location, but I think it's definitely an off-road, vehicle area that they've turned it into an open rock course. And I guess that's the new spot to go to since he's been doing comps in the indoor shop.
Is that
Now,
I saw some stuff from Aaron, Micro RCOG, yesterday? Is that the same spot?
yeah.
There was like a shock flew out and you could see like the front axle hanging.
That's exactly where it is.
Okay.
And he's actually here in the chat. Coagland RC Speedway in Central Jersey, guys. So that's the new spot to go to. Make sure you guys check that out if you're anywhere in Jersey. They got everybody coming down. They had over like 60 participants on that last weekend. You'll see some good people there. I think Killer Chassis, he attends those events, and overall just super fun. And like I said, it's super cool to not only be able to crawl or compete, the micro trucks, but especially with your buddies and people you've met over the time. Can't beat that, man. It's pretty much paradise. And then see, over here in Cali, we had nothing with a micro specific, I believe, but there's always stuff going on in SoCal. People crawling all over the place. Let's see. Is on YouTube? Is who on YouTube? Conquer RC. Let us know. But we might as well jump on into a couple of the topics for today. Last week, guys, as you guys know, there was a bunch of cool stuff releasing. You had a chance to get the Killer Chassis Spectre Pro. You guys probably got them last week. And if you guys had a chance to test them out already, I know I got mine kind of set up right here. You guys didn't see the Killer Chassis Spectre Pro all set up. Here's what I got right here. Got the 11-degree skid. Super nice Del Rin skid. Sliders. Pretty much an upgraded version of the Killer Chassis Spectre you've come to know and love. Got the upper link adjustments. And I had fun with these. I had fun with this truck. And then also what I'm saying is these, I believe the RC 4-wheel drive released the new version of the Wild Peak tires. So these are the V2 versions, 56 millimeter guys. Very scale details. Super soft compound. Do have a flub insert in there. For all-terrain, it's not bad. I do have like the stock foam in here in the back. It's a little bit stiffer, but I don't know. I want you to get a pair, Mark. Need your opinion on these.
You said all-terrain, but those were MTs.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah,
okay, MTs
this
right
newer
here.
version looks more aggressive. Siping
They
and stuff.
are definitely aggressive. I can tell you that these Flubs V2s, they definitely are a little too soft for my liking. As on the trails, I was noticing a lot of tire fold, almost like that.
So you probably need a 22 or a 28, something wider.
Exactly. But I'm curious on these because, let me grab them right here. The stock foams, guys, if you tried the J Concepts green foams from the gold compound first release, those were super stiff. Now they kind of oxidated a little bit, but these were like all white, and these foams from the Wild Peaks, super stiff, guys. However, this compound is really pliable, so I mean, it feels pretty nice as is. However, I definitely want to give it a go with the proper, size.
You bent those?
I haven't yet. You know me.
Okay.
So we'll be working on venting those later down the road. But definitely RC 4-wheel drive. I cannot wait till they get, I'm hoping that they're going to update their whole line of tires again. Those TF24s, you know how sick those IROX Super Swamper tires are? Like, they just
I still
work,
want
right?
to kind of adapt the set and make a really super scale 24.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is that, not only did they have good compound and they were performing right, but also I noticed on those TF24 tires that the details were still there, like the scale details. So seeing that these wild peaks are coming in, as you can tell, they got a whole bunch of details on the sidewalls and everything down to the lugs that I'm hoping that RC four-wheel drive will soon be coming out with, the TF24 versions, updated with the bigger sizes, basically. So, kind of thinking that's where they're going, but I have no idea. So,
Yeah, you know how RC four-wheel drive is. You think they're going to do something, and they go a totally different direction.
yeah, right. Yeah, I don't think they're doing much with the TF24s, but now look at guys, they're starting to pop up more micro parts. Also released from them, they updated their line of the Beadlock wheels. So that means they're compatible now with the TRX4M tires. I'm not positive if they're actual beadlocks or just like the glue-ons or the straight press-ons. But if you guys happen to grab some of those new RC four-wheel drive wheels, let us know in the
They
chat.
better be box for that price.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
those guys, man, back in the day, $70 and up for your
That's all
only
you can get.
option.
You know?
Yeah,
That's all you can get.
dude.
All my
But
old shit has RC four-wheel drive rims.
right, I still have a set or two. Can't beat them. They still look good. Yeah, they might not have
Oh, no, the
brass
quality.
weights.
Yeah.
Oh, now the new tires, I think they come with brass weight compatible, if I'm not mistaken. The inner ring. So that's pretty sick. Let me see. If you guys do see Half Aloha joining in, please shout it
Yeah, you
out
know what? I
in the comment. Thought I saw him, but I don't
No.
think he's in here. But coming to one of Half Aloha's team sponsors, Injora. Guys, if you've seen Injora, they've been killing it lately too. Anything you guys pretty much shout out in the comments on their posts or on their Facebook or anything like that, they're really taking their feedback and putting it, straight to the warehouse developer side. And they released a new tire, guys. It's the Swamp Stompers. Mark, what do you? People know kind of what the Swamp Stompers is. If you guys come to love that Swamper-esque slash what Injora calls Swamper is basically like Baja Pro style. They pretty much call Swamper every tire, right?
Yeah. It's either mud terrain, something or other, or an all-terrain something or other.
Right? Crawler tire.
And it can be. It doesn't even have to be like the tread has nothing to do with it.
No.
Yeah.
But,
See, like this one says all terrain, MT, all terrain mud terrain, and then it's like crawler master, but they're Trepidors, like cut TPDs or T-Mot 6 tires, if you will.
yeah, right.
But yeah, they don't. I don't know. Because some things don't translate.
Crawler Master, Crawler Jedi, dude, everything.
Right?
Anything you want to interpret it as a good quality tire, they got the name for it. But don't let the name fool you guys. It does look pretty dope.
Who cares? And nobody's biting off anybody but real tires.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the main thing. My first impression was, oh, they almost look like another tire I know. And, we won't name names, but you guys seen them, probably maybe you've had that first impression too. But we also have to remember everybody's making tires based off, the actual things as close as they can.
Yeah, no. Mickey Thompson Baja X's are super hot in the crawler world in real life, like 1-to-1.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And
a big time tire.
that one's at around, I think, 57 or 56 again, or 8, somewhere around between 56 and 8.
Yeah, I like the size.
Seems like the 56 to 58 is definitely becoming the popular size right now.
Not those ones, but the big lug TPDs.
Oh,
But in the smaller size, in that 58 or 59 or wherever they were. Just got the new EV29s in. They go in them.
oh.
I haven't had many sets of purple from Chris. All my shit's been green or black.
Let us know if you guys got a sick purple set of slime balls or flubber stuffers.
So I'm gonna demo those next and see how they work on the red truck versus the TSLs, which are a very similar size.
Okay. Always testing tires. That's good.
Yeah, and they little clear too. That's important. They're a little wider than TSLs, but I used to run the Boom TPDs on there, and they were a little bigger, so that works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that truck. That's my new test mule for tires for sure. If they fit, thing's sick.
You gotta have a good test mule truck. I mean, one that just point and go, literally just swap the tires and test it like that. You get a good basis.
Hold my beer. For sure.
That's dope.
It just does it, man. I love it.
All right.
That's that killer XL, the flood SR5 body.
Down. That's it. Let's see. Speaking of, I see right here in the chat, the RC Boy 2. Can I see that ESC on the bench? Yes, we will show that ESC off real quick. We'll just jump into that, might as well. So I finally got, if you guys see my story, finally got some update on the XO chassis, XORC K2, which is the angled skid, their C2, C3 version of their chassis. And I finally got, dude, you need to get to it.
I know. I need another fucking build, though. Like, I need another fucking build.
Right. But the main thing for me is the drive shafts. I had the hardest time finding the stock plastic drive shafts for the Gladiator. Yeah. All I could see is like, the aftermarket metal ones, which are, they're cool. I don't rock the metal ones. So finally, after a month or so being on back order, they finally came today. So I have this one, the cheat code XL, and then the other K2. Since I have my Spectre XL, I need to give those drive shafts back, put on there. So if you guys need those stock drive shafts, I think they'll be available on Horizon and like Amazon and everywhere else, probably already now. So keep an eye out. But this ESC, this motor, Holmes motor, is getting powered by the VTEC, the brushed version VTEC ESC.
Yo, is Vic out of town?
Vic is out of town, guys. Okay. Hang on, because he will be back by next month. So, yes, guys, the VTEC is still around. It's still coming back, just not this month. But he does have the brushed version, guys, and this will definitely cut back on, real estate space. Here is a similar setup.
Have you run brushed with the VTEC? Oh.
I haven't yet. But here's like a BR Mini. This is like my favorite brushed motor I run, brushed ESC that I run. And then comparing the size difference to a VTEC brushed. Overall, these are super tiny. And not only do these run,
that's with that NSD BEC attached to the top of it too.
Yes. So everything's all in one, guys.
Yeah. 8.4 volt BEC.
Can't beat
Brushed or
that.
brushless.
And we'll get him on the show when he's back, guys, because he does have a lot of stuff he wants to share with us. So shout out VTech. I actually have one in my 110. I actually, sidetracking real quick. I finally built that 110 up, and dude, the VTech and the 110 setups.
That's AM32 again.
Yeah, it's just
with bigger wire for XT60s
and a capacitor and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty cool. But speaking of other ESCs too,
I might need that too,
dude. I need a VTech in all my trucks now. I'm telling you.
Guess I'll need a direct power servo for that then.
Yes, sir. You already know where to go.
I can drop probably, half a pound off my rig if I do that. Because I have an external BEC and a copperhead right now. Just getting that ESC alone will fucking cut that weight down to like nothing.
We'll end the Micro Mondays with 2 minutes of 110 Mondays, and I'll show you the build real quick. But
I'll grab mine too then.
There you go. Sick. Okay, so guys, last week too, speaking of ESCs, we've been waiting quite a while, and it looks like we're getting closer to what we want to see in the micro world. But guys, we are now in the outrunner world with our sick brushless ESCs and stuff like that. But we're always kind of curious for that next level of controllability or power and smoothness, and the censored outrunner or the censored brushless world is like a whole nother ball game of smooth. And Spektrum, guys, Spektrum RC, they actually announced a pre-order for their Firma 1/24th censored motor and ESC combo, and from the looks of it, it fits. It's the size of a 050 motor. It fits in the stock SCX24 position, and censored. Has a large BEC, sort of like that. The only thing is, unfortunately, if it is unfortunate to you, is it's only a 2S capable ESC, which I know a lot of us here in the chat run 3S. But let us know, guys. Are you guys curious to try out that censored brushless setup? Are you guys planning on pre-ordering one, grabbing one? And Mark, what do you think about that?
Man, 3S would probably make it work a lot better if they would have done that.
Yeah, there's a few things definitely I noticed that seemed a little off.
But
First
it could be setup. It could be tuning that people are trying without tuning. I don't even. It's got to be tunable, right? All the other stuff is.
Yeah.
Unless they didn't do anything. I don't know. And then is there gearing options? Like, are they just running stock gears with, can you underdrive it to make it smoother? Or can you overdrive it to make it smooth? I mean, if I ran 2S, I'd give it a go, but the 3S is a deal breaker. I don't even have any. I think I have like one 2S battery left. And it's probably...
Oh, dude, everybody in the chat, man. That is so funny. I guess there's been some reviews going out, some initial impressions, some first looks going on around the internet. And
Spektrum only, too.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
I
didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
You can run the same radio, like a stock radio, or what?
No, I think it's Spektrum only.
Oh, what the...
Not tunable. Okay, well that's stupid on their part.
Okay, not tunable, no programmability. What I did notice is that motor's like 5,000 kV, something like that. Something crazy.
Well, then if it's not tunable, then what we saw is probably pretty close to what you're going to get if you try to drive it. I mean, you can always do your controller settings that most people don't realize they can do. Expo. EPA.
Yeah,
It kind of sounds weird for a censored brushless motor to not be good crawling. The 4500 kV is a pretty high
that's very high.
kV, especially to not have low gearing available. Somebody needs to make. All right, everybody who knows machine shops or somebody that machine shit, can someone make a bigger fucking spur gear of all the odd end bullshit we get for SCX 24s? Haven't had a single spur option. Come on, someone, please.
Yeah, at least 2 teeth more.
Yeah, give us a 57 or a 59. You run. I bet you run that that KV with a big ass spur gear and a small pinion. You probably would crawl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely the big problem. Is it's already a high KV, and if you can't set any throttle curves or low end, throttle ramp or ramping adjustability, I don't think it's good to go. But hopefully they come out with maybe later down the road like a lower KV and then up their ESC capability to a 3S.
They go 3S and low KV. They're in the ballpark, and I would probably break out my fucking DX4 or 5 or whatever the fuck it is. I don't remember anymore because Spektrum let me down. What's this OGRC brushless motor? You know anything about that?
I don't, guys. Shout out in the chat. Let us know what you guys seen on it, specs wise. But I'm always curious to see new motors coming out because now, especially with these new ESCs that homies are making, like VTech and Dinky
Micro
and
Hobby Wing.
What Micro Hobby Wing? That's what I'm waiting for too, right?
That would be so dope, dude.
I'm waiting for new design transmissions, similar kind of like Hard Park. He's doing something cool, but the availability is a little hard to get. So somebody can make another transmission setup. That'd be cool. So yeah,
Brandon.
Spektrum, guys, crazy. Let's see.
Well, if Spektrum has that same style that they kind of took from Hobby Wing, you know what I mean? The 2-in-1 thing.
They're pretty much the same kind of guys, right?
Maybe Hobby Wing isn't too far behind. We all know they did it better.
Let's go Hobby Wing. If you guys are watching, you know what to do, baby.
I forget who said it earlier, but support all the local small companies first before you guys support these bigger ones that can afford to have flop and product that doesn't do that well. Like
exactly.
VTech. Like NSD, like Mofo, Flub RC, Northwest Chassis, Killer Chassis. Who am I missing here, Steve? Probably
JEC.
a lot.
There's a lot of guys.
There's a lot.
EXO.
JEC, EXO.
Mazz.
We were just talking about one of them. Mazz.
Let's hop into Mazz real quick.
Yep. Let's do it.
Yo, guys. Mazz Designs. Our boy Mazzy. He's actually...
We haven't had a Mazz takeover in a hot second.
I know. He's been coming back with the vengeance, guys. If you guys know, have you guys been picking up deals lately, grabbing a fresh cheat code, whether that be XL or regular? He actually is continuing some sales, guys, with the upcoming holiday of Memorial Day weekend. He's actually having a week-long sale starting now. If you go ahead and go over to the site on mazzdesigns.com, you can pick up any cheat code, regular or XL, titanium or carbon fiber, and he will get you a free set of Mazz Links.
Which are nice.
So,
nice. They have the offset rod ends, and they're solid threaded rod. So
yeah, that's pretty dope, you know. Got some
similar
weight to it.
What Injora sells for their solid rod, but with a angled brought in.
They're like
Offset,
the same
whatever.
as the Nias ones, pretty much.
Yeah. There you
But
go.
you know, there you go, guys. Another offering. So if you guys, happen to get a chassis, looking for a chassis, you might as well save on some links right there. So shout out to Mazz Designs. Who else we got? Actually, right here on my screen, if you guys didn't see, we got a. It's not really micro related, but I figure you guys would love it just as much as I love it myself. But we got Cow RC in the house, guys. They actually released a new product this past weekend. Right now, if you guys, I'm gonna stand up and zoom out. You guys see what I got right here? This is actually the mouse pad setup. So underneath here, I got the whole mouse pad. It's like a huge mouse pad. It can work nice and smooth. And if you get the combo setup, you actually get a set of 3 magnetic work trays with stations that you can take out these foams. This whole white platform is magnetic. So
Cool.
not what I'm referring to is that this is their mouse pad setup, but they have now, guys, the mini mouse pad setup. So this is going to be pretty much half the size of what you see here. And it's going to still have a big flat mat workspace, still magnetic. So guys, this is going to be perfect for you to be able to roll up that mouse pad mat, take it in your backpack, hit the trails, hit the homie's house, hit the RC track, wherever you guys got to go. This is going to be cool. I actually have the laminated version right here. So it's dry erase pen capable. You guys can write your notes. For me, I like to write, what type of links I'm making or what screw I need, something like that. If I don't want to mess up what shocks, oils they go, etc. and so on. So just a shout out to KRC, that mini mouse pad. It's like a smaller version of this, guys. You guys will definitely love the performance and the organization you guys are going to get from that. So shout out
What
KRC.
size is that one, Steve?
This is their full-size version. So this is a 24-inch by 48-inch. So it's like a whole 2x4 table.
Perfect.
So perfect size for me. And the mini one is actually even cooler. So whatever size you need, guys, we got it for you at KRC. And here we go. Height RC. Guys, we will definitely bring on our buddy Height RC one day, probably pretty soon. But if you guys have not been following Height RC, he's been making some sweet bodies for the SCX 24. Few of them first ones have been like performance orientated, pinched front ends, doved backs, cab onlys, and those are of sick bodies like Nissan D21s. What else do we got? Ford F250 cab, and I think a Toyota one with the that sick grill.
Yep.
But guys, for you, especially for like this type of build, where you have a 0-degree skid and you kind of want a class 1 style setup, Height RC now offers his D21 body with full bumpers, fenders, everything. So class 1 body, guys.
And the
setup.
bed cover, the bed cap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the Datsun too.
Yeah.
Cannot forget about that.
That was the OG one.
That's the one I forgot. So thanks, Height RC's in the house right now. Definitely show him some love, guys. But class 1 body, guys. Now you have an option to get, full tire coverage, cover your tires a little bit, get that bumper, that front end,
the scale clearances, because next year they will definitely be taking the Class 1 rules seriously, making sure you guys have proper tire coverage and all that. So optional topper too, that's pretty dope. And to kick it off, he actually has the wheelbase sizes for stock 134 wheelbase, or for you guys building these Exos or even the Spectre Pros. These ones, they sit at 142 millimeters. So he actually has a 142 millimeter option also. Super sick, and he did shout it out right there. So these bodies, guys, are available on the Colts 3D website under High RC. Go ahead and check them out. You can download all the files, and you can even, if you don't have anybody that is close by that's willing to print them out for you, you can send them off to a printing service that's they mentioned on the Colts 3D website, Craft Cloud, one of the websites that offers the printing, and they're pretty reasonable prices, and you can pick your materials and your finish and your colors and all that. The prices however you want it to be. But if you guys need something like that and want to support the homie, definitely check out Hyatt RC. So shout out to my boy. There's so many bodies that I want to run.
Dude, I'm overloaded. I don't even know what to do right now. I have way more bodies than I have builds.
And I have way more builds than bodies.
To move stuff and make them interchangeable.
All right. So Sue Beast says OGRC flat skids are back in stock. Thanks, Sue Beast. OGRC, we did talk about those motors. I think High RC 808 mentioned that. Those flat skids, guys. Do you have one of those flat skids?
Yeah. I do.
No. You have one installed.
It's aluminum, which is fine. It slides good, but someone had that same style Delrin, maybe killer chassis, whatever, could sell that separately. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, guys,
I know we're always asking Travis to do it, but he's reluctant. It's not cheap.
Right.
I do have, I kind of forgot, we scored some shelving made out of Delrin, and I have two huge, I don't even know, dude, they're probably 4 foot by 18 inches.
No,
if someone wants to CNC cut that, let me know.
Oh, man. There you go, the Delrin motherload right there.
It's either 2 or 3 shelving units that size, so that would make a shit ton of fucking skids. So anybody who knows, hit me up.
Kind of looking for my OGRC skid right now, seeing if I had it on hand. I don't think I do, but those are pretty cool. I definitely really like the new Killer Chassis skids. I don't think you've seen that really up close and personal, but it's definitely Killer proprietary. Yeah. Let's look at this skid plate.
It's
guys.
Small like the JEC ones are.
Yeah. It's super small like the JEC ones. It has these cool little triangles, and it's actually designed that way to get range. So Super 8 axles are ready easily, pivotable without getting in the way.
I do have this one, Steve, that I haven't used on anything. It's a Delrin JEC stock style, but flat skid.
Oh, those are nice.
I haven't used it on anything yet, but it'll get on something special.
Yeah. Speaking of JEC, cannot forget about them. We actually seen new chassis guys from JEC Racing today, posted on Instagram and Facebook. But guys, I've been patiently waiting for a dope AX24 chassis, and JEC finally is delivering that. Made in USA. It's the upcoming Scorpion 24 chassis for the AX24 platform. And, you know, the AX24 is definitely different, I would say, than the SCX24. Not by much, mainly in the chassis and the skid plate.
Yeah, it's
So,
that throwback pump crawler style of the old days. The like inverted A-frame.
yeah. And man, they made it look sick. Like, they made it look like some sort of Mortal Kombat like weapon to me. Like literally a scorpion
Yeah,
stinger on the
yeah, it's like,
back. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. So,
you can still use the body. And then
yes,
Brandon in the comments, what's the other one again?
the rock
Yeah,
monkey.
the rock monkey. There you go.
So if you guys already have seen that rock monkey or haven't seen they've had it for a couple of months now, I believe. But that's already an AX24 conversion as well, and that one's a pretty sick, like actual buggy style looking chassis. Especially looks really good when set up 4-wheel steer, and you know, they had that Scorpion chassis set up with just, you know, the front wheel steer, so the 2-wheel steer, whatever. But dude, that thing looks sick. I definitely can't wait. I'm curious to see when it's going to become available. We'll have to get Brandon on when it's available. We can take a look at it later down the road. And he's also has some sick new beadlock rings, JEC Racing. Forgot what they're called, but they are definitely sick. I seen that they're compatible with the trio wheels. If 920 crawlers can shout out the name of those rings, they're super sick. Oh, let's see.
Oh, okay, Brandon. That's the blue bug. Okay.
Oh, I
I guess we
see.
didn't. Yeah, I guess we didn't quite put 1 and 1 to 2 on that one.
That's what
Even
I was thinking. I was like,
you
where
basically
where
told
have I
us
seen
that,
that
and we
thing
didn't
before?
even catch that. That's funny.
So I'm curious, Brandon. Well, we'll have to get you on, like, when we for sure have some time to chat about that. But are you using
Anthony,
the
my brother.
AX24 skid or the SCX24 skid with your bug? But
Oh,
hell
those are
yeah, and
different.
yeah,
Oh, I did not know that.
yeah, it's pretty trippy, man. I don't know
I
if
did
it's
not know that.
wider or what, but that's why I'm waiting for someone to release something sick, and I'll go
Huh.
all
I have
in.
no idea.
Let's see, we do have 4 boys in their toys, guys.
Yeah,
If you guys
I'm gonna
have
say the
been
same
holding
thing.
off, we're about to bring them on because guys, he's been feeling good today. He woke up, you know, what we do, especially 4 boys, you know, Monday mornings, got the old kid routine, especially when they got school and, you know, you got to go to work too. It's always hectic in the morning, especially after like a busy weekend or fun weekend. You're back to the grind. 4 boys and their toys. He was had a little guessing game today on his post. One of his posts today. Guessed how long it takes him to drop all of his sons off before he gets started with his day. So those of you guys who did check out his post and submit a guess or leave a comment guessing, he will be revealing that, who the lucky winner is in a little bit. But just catching up with Brandon, 920 crawlers in the chat. Let's see, what do you say?
Well, you said you got rid of the AX skid, so you can use the
Oh,
SX skid and JEC flat. Or
so
sorry.
then it seems like an AX24 isn't even like much. Might as well just turn it into a SCX24. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm so confused.
Yeah, I mean that Scorpion though, it looks sick. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and bring on not Brandon. Four boys and their toys. Boy
Dang
Daniel.
it.
He did say somebody got really close, guys. Yo, and
Not
there
at
is
all.
our man. What is good, brother?
What y'all think, fellas?
Yeah, buddy.
Been a,
Oh,
been a hot minute.
Super hot minute,
Wow.
and we're glad to finally get you back on, man. Especially we know you've been probably itching to catch a show, or
It,
we know you've been busy lately, so
I've
we're glad that
I've been
everything's
in and
going
out of
good.
a few. I've definitely hopped in and out of a few, but I don't think I've caught a full show. And dude, it's been months. It has not been
Yeah,
cool. Life has been busy. Like Dirk said, I woke up on the bright side of things today and was like, "Hey, today's the day." Somebody posted something the